says the Sioux hides the scars of the street, but it can't stop the rhythm of a heart in defeat. I've got silver in my pocket and lead in my hand, building empires of smoke on a desert of sand. I'm a king in a kingdom where the sun never shines, trading my mercy for blood-red lines. But when the lights go down and the city goes cold, I'm just a ghost in a story that's already told. I keep my back to the wall and my eyes on the door, because of loving you's a war I can't win anymore. The ice in the glass is the sound of my soul, losing the only thing I can't control is that whiskey discipline, a bitter kind of grace, drinking down the memory of your velvet face. I'm a gentleman of shadows, a gangster of the light, drowning all the should-have-beens in the middle of the night. I can rule the whole world with a fist and a blade, but I'm a beggar for the love that we never made. Yeah, it's a heavy pour, a lonely sin, living under whiskey discipline. Saw you across the floor in that dress like a flame, while I was counting the men who forgot my name. I could have walked over, I could have played it kind, but I've got a reputation and a tortured mind. You're the only one who ever left a mark, so I'll order another and I'll watch you go. The highest price a man could ever know. One shot for the power, two shots for the pain, three shots for the way I keep screaming your name. I got a desert in my lungs and a storm in my chest, a man with everything who's failed the test. is empty. The shadows are long. I'm a powerful man with a broken song. Just a gentleman's life. Just a gangster's goodbye. Whiskey discipline. Whiskey. Discipline. I wear this suit like a polished shroud, moving silent while the world screams loud. Got a desert heart and a city soul, trading silver for the lives I stole. I'm the shadow leaning on the brick and lime, counting down the dead on borrowed time. But then you walked in, smelling like the rain, a soft white light in a house of pain. Keep your distance, darling, don't get too near. I'm the king of the things that you're taught to fear, but your eyes are a blade that cuts through the vest. Now there's a cold rivet thumping in a dead man's chest. It's a gentleman threat, velvet crime. I kill for you once, I die for you 1,000 times. My hands are stained with the dust and the grit, but I burn down the kingdom just to keep you lit. Power is a lonely, blood-soaked throne. I'm a wolf in a tuxedo, heading home alone. Dark blues rising, the sky's turning red. I'm making promises I'll only keep when I'm dead. My brothers in arms, they don't recognize the ghost. I'm the one who loves the girl who hates me most. I got a 45 tucked against my spine and a vintage Bordeaux for the end of the line. Every I love you sounds like a warning shot. In a desert grave where the secrets rot, I'm a man of my word and my word is run before I have to finish what the night's begun. I'm the king of the wreckage, the saint of the city. I'll open the door, but I won't let you in, 'cause loving you is the only war I lose. And I'm tired of stepping in a dead man's shoes. She'd feel desperate, soaring, and then crash back down into a heavy rented stone. Gentlemen threats, polite goodbyes, 1,000 troops hidden in a gangster's lies. The desert's calling, the shadows alone. Just remember me, baby, in a sad, dark song. I wore the suit like a second skin, tailored and tight, hiding the scars and the sins of a Saturday night. She saw the silver tongue, never the cold steel blade, living in the quiet house that the chaos made. I kept the porch light on and the demons at bay, polished the brass while I washed the blood away. The desert wind is a witness to the things I've done, but she only saw the man who stayed when everyone would run. She looked at my hands, saw a steady, gentle grace, never knew they were the same ones that could break a face. She trusted my calm, didn't know the storm was me. She anchored her heart to a wreck at the bottom of the sea. I was the gentleman caller with a killer soul, playing the part, losing control. She fell for the silence, the peace in my eyes, but she trusted my calm, and I fed her the lie. No shadows dancing on the bedroom wall. I'm taking the hits so she never has to fall. The phone rings at midnight, a debt's gotta be paid. I kissed her forehead softly, then I grabbed the 12 gauge. Out in the grid, where the Mojave bites deep, I'm keeping the secrets that she gets to sleep. It's a heavy crown being the king of the dark, trying to keep her dry while I'm drowning in the spark. She thinks I'm the hero in a black and white frame, but I'm just the gasoline looking for the flame. God, I loved her enough to let her believe that a man like me has nothing up his sleeve. Yeah, she trusted my calm. God help us both. I wear this suit like a second skin, a velvet cage for the ghost within. My boots crunch gravel on a dead-end street, where the shadows and the howlers meet. I don't run from no one, baby, I've got the time. I'm polishing the brass on a life of crime. I saw you leaning against a neon sign, a jagged diamond in a coal black mine. The engine's humming a funeral hymn. The light in the alley is getting dim. I'd offer you my hand, but it's stained in red. Better to love a living man than mourn the dead. 'Cause I'm a king of the slow walks and a victim of the fast dance. I break the hearts of my enemies and the promises to my friends. It's a desert wind and a cold steel blade, the sweetest price for the debts I paid. Yeah, we're dancing on the edge where the pavement bends through the slow walks and the fast dance. You tasted like rain in a 100-year drought, the kind of secret I couldn't spit out. I tried to be a gentleman, I held the door while my other hand was settling the score. They say the wicked don't ever find rest, but I'd sleep like a baby on your Sunday best. One eye open, watching the door, 'cause they don't make forever like they used to no more. The bullet's got a name, watch me bleed. Just another ghost on a high-speed lead. Slow walks, fast. I've got the city in my rear view, bleeding neon red. 100 secrets in my pocket, and a price upon my head. I wear this suit like armor, tailor-made and bullet gray. But the ghost of how I loved you, it just won't fade away. I'm a king of empty alleys, I'm the lord of broken glass, watching all the pretty things just wither in the paints. The desert wind is calling, it's whispering your name. I've got a chest full of iron, but a soul that's gone to flame. I'm a gentleman of shadows, honey, don't you look too close. I'm the man who has everything, but the one he needs the most. It's that North swagger, heavy as a stone, sitting on a velvet throne, but dying all alone. I'm the predator, the poet, the killer and the saint. I'd paint the world in gold for you, but the blood is all I paint. Yeah, it's cold at the top, and it's dark in the deep. I've got promises to break, and a heart I couldn't keep. You were the only daylight that ever broke my dark. Now I'm just a silhouette, searching for a spark. I traded in my mercy for a seat at the table. Now I'm living out a tragedy, a gritty, godless fable. I touch your cheek with hands that have done 1,000 sins. In this game of love and power, nobody ever wins. I burn this empire to hear you laugh again, but I'm shackled to the power, and I'm tethered to the pen. It signed away my spirit for a name they all would fear. Now the silence is the only thing that I can fucking hear. velvet throne, but dying all alone. I'm the predator, the poet, the killer and the saint. I'd paint the world in gold for you, but the blood is all I paint. The moon is just a witness, the sand is just a grave. I'm the king of all the things that I couldn't even say. Stained with the sins of the weak. I don't talk much, cause the secrets are deep. I've got silver in my pocket and lead in my belt, hiding every single feeling that I ever felt. My knuckles are scarred, yeah, they've seen the fight, but I'm walking toward your window in the dead of the night. The city's a predator, hungry and cold, and I'm just a ghost with a story untold. I leave a trail of iron everywhere I go, but there's a side of the devil that you're the only one to know. I've got heavy boots for the world to fear, to crush the thorns and keep the demons from here, but I got a soft voice just for your name, to whisper you home through the smoke right here, I'm right here. Got the blood of the city under my fingernails, and a hollow point heart that never fails. I wore the suit, I played the part, but you're the only one who ever saw the dark. I traded my soul for a throne of glass, watching the ghosts of our memories pass. In this desert of shadows, I'm the only king, but I give up the crown for a wedding ring. The engine's humming a funeral hymn, the light in the rear view is getting dim. I'm a gentleman born from a violent sea, giving you the silence that you need. Oh, feel the tremolo, shake the ground in the ceiling echoes. I'm the only sound. It's power, it's respect, it's a heavy debt, the kind of love that you can't forget. I'm a gangster in a velvet shroud, crying my mercy out loud. So proud, a beautiful wreck in a suit of black, going to hell and I ain't looking back. They call it business, I call it a curse. I'm driving this love in the back of a hearse. I kept you safe in a cage of gold, but stories like ours never get to grow old. I've got the scars of 1,000 wars, but the deepest one, yeah, that one's yours. I'm a wolf in a tie, a saint in the mud, writing your name in my own damn blood. I'm not a good man, but I was good to you. In a world of lies, you were the only truth. So take the money, take the keys, take the light. I'll stay behind and finish the fight. Respect is the bullet, power is the gun, but love is the reason I'm finally done. Weeping, gritty, dark blue solo, lots of sustain, heavy vibrato and dirty tones that feel like a sub muffled by a leather glove. The ground in the ceiling of echoes. I'm the beautiful wreck in a suit of black, going to hell and I ain't looking back. Power is Lord, respect is a goal. I'm the man who had it all. But lost what mattered most. The desert wind, don't forget, it only hides the bones. I'm sitting on a throne of glass, built from broken homes. I kept my suit pressed sharp, while my hands stayed in the mud. You can wash away the ink, baby, but you can't outrun the blood. I saw you under streetlights, a ghost in velvet red, the kind of love that feels like peace or a bullet to the head. I'm a gentleman in shadow, a wolf in tailor-made. I'd trade my crown to hold you, but I've already made the trade. Yeah, the devil's in the details, and the details start to fade. This is my shadow burst, my final call of grace. I see the man I could have been in the lines across your face. It's a gangster's kind of mercy, it's a heartbreak hit and run. I'm the king of every darkness, but I'm dying for the sun. Respect the ghost I've become, respect the shadow road. They say power is a lonely room with a heavy iron door, but loving you was the only war worth dying for. I sent you away at midnight with a kiss and half the loot, because a real man knows when to leave and when to just stay mute. Now the sirens hum a melody, a gritty, lonesome blues. I've got nothing left to win, 'cause I got nothing left to lose. Pull the trigger on the memories, burn the ledger of the sins. In the game of love and loyalty, nobody ever wins. I stand tall while the ceiling falls, that's the weight of the call. This is my shadow works, my final code of grace. I see the man I could have been in the lines across your face. It's a gangster's kind of mercy, it's a heartbreak hit and run. I'm the king of every darkness, but I'm dying for the sun. Respect the ghost I've become, respect the shadow words. Keep the change, darling, I'll take the blame. In the shadow, we all look respect. The desert wind don't forgive, and neither do I. I've got a graveyard of secret and a suitcase of lies. I dress like a king, but I bleed like a ghost. In this kingdom of shadows, I love you the most. But honey, my touch has a jagged edge. I'm a man of my word and a man on the ledge. Keep your eyes on the road, keep your hand on the steel. This ain't a fairy tale, this is the way that I feel. I'll give you the world on a silver plate, but it comes with a price and a heavy weight. It's a love with a warning, a debt to be paid, a rose in a garden where the bodies are laid. I'll die for your honor, I'll kill for your name, but don't try to douse this beautiful flame. It's cold-blooded mercy, it's grit and it's grace. I see my whole future in the lines of your face. Put your heart in my holster, let the tragedy start. I'm a gentleman gangster with a breakable heart. I've got blood on the cuffs of this tailor-made suit, and the fruit of my labor is bittersweet fruit. I've walked through the fire, I've sat on the throne, but I never felt power till I wasn't alone. You're my only religion, my ultimate sin. I'll lock all the doors just to keep you tucked in. Respect is the currency, loyalty's the law. I'm the smoothest operator that you ever saw. But I'm weeping in private while I'm stoned in the street, falling to pieces right here at your feet. I'm a lion in a cage, I'm a wolf in the dark, leaving my soul in the no parking spot. like a second skin of lead to keep the ghost from leaking out my head. Hand stitched silk and a 45 on the hip. I learned to love you with a steady, bloodless grip. The city's a predator, starving and wide, but you're the only thing I'm allowed to hide. They call me a king, but I'm just a ghost in a tide, building an empire on a beautiful lie. I burn down the heavens to keep you in white, while I wash off the stains in the dead of the night. It's a tale of violence, baby, cut to fit, a heartbreak anthem where the candles are lit. I'm a gentleman monster, a saint in the mud, signing your name in a river of blood. It's heavy, it's hollow, it's gorgeous and cruel. Loving you is the only way I break every rule. Desert winds howling through the cracks in my chest. I gave you my heart, then I buried the rest. We're dancing on glass in a ballroom of smoke. The crown is a diamond, the love is a choke. You look at me soft, like you don't see the scars underneath the neon and the cold distant stars. One shot for the money, two shots for the pride, three shots for the secrets that we keep deep inside. I'm a predator, darling, with a poet's tongue, singing a dirge that has only begun. Like a bruise in this kind of game, even winners still lose. Just keep your eyes shut, let the shadows remain. I'll take the bullet, you take the rain. knocking on my door. I got blood on my cufflinks and shadows on the floor. They call me the king of the broken, the man with the iron grip. But my crown is made of ashes and I'm losing my ownership. I bought every street in this city, every alley, every lie, but I can't buy back the ghost of you that haunts me every night. I'm a gentleman in a serpent skin, polished shoes for the original sin. I can make a man vanish with a flick of my wrist, but I'm powerless against the memory of your kiss. I hold the midnight authority, I rule the dark and the cold, but I'm a beggar for your mercy, and I'm feeling centuries old. Yeah, I'm the boss of the silence, the ghost in the heavy rain, trading all my stolen gold just to feel your touch again. It's a lonely throne, darling, built on grit and bone. The most powerful man in the world, and I'm sitting here alone. Clean the glass, pour the bourbon, let the blues rock play low. I've got a ledger full of secrets that the devil doesn't know. I protected you with violence, I kept the wolves at bay, but in the war to keep you close, I'm the one who pushed away. Now I'm staring at the desert line where the earth meets the black, knowing all my power can't bring a dead love back. I'm a wolf in a tailored suit, I'm the harvest of the bitter fruit. I could burn this city to the ground to keep you warm, but you were the only thing that kept me through the storm. It's a lonely throne, darling, built on grit and bone. The most powerful man in the world, and I'm sitting here alone. Midnight. I've got the keys to the kingdom, but the gates are locked tight. Just another king dying.